introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico with Greg Olson, week 2 of the season. Greg, as you get the season going, you want to get that first game under your belt. Now, it almost feels like all the buildup is past. Now we're looking ahead to this long marathon of a regular season.
Absolutely, and this is really where you fall into the pace of the NFL season. All off-season, no matter how hard you try to say, all right, week 1 is just one of 7.
All right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
And while I don't think that stat line last week had him up for any sort of awards, if I had to guess, he'd much rather have a modest game and a win as opposed to throwing for a bunch of touchdowns in a loss. The biggest thing that he did, Mike, he took care of the ball. So as long as he continues to do that, they're going to have a chance to keep on winning. You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play. We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back where you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry, and that'll go for a gain of about 4. Nate Wiggins up to make the tackle. Here's 3rd and 2. Here's a first carry for their running back. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He'll get this out to his running back. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. 2nd down and 8. Now they'll set up to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it.
This is a little bit of a tough spot for a play caller, Mike. 4th down. Is it close enough that I can run the ball? Is it far enough that I have to risk a pass? That took some courage to call a run play, and fortunate for them, they're able to celebrate after.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. To the back of the end zone. He's got it for the touchdown. his first touchdown of the new campaign. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
What's the score? Visitors 7. Our home team, nothing.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This is fielded inside the 5. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
Coming off a loss last time out, I think the #1 goal today, Mike, is he needs to make a bigger impact on the outcome of today's game. Last week, he was not bad by any stretch of the imagination, but it was really just a modest performance. He was okay. Well, okay at the quarterback position is not a winning formula week in and week out in the NFL. They need him to be a difference maker. They need him to be a dynamic playmaker. He's capable of all those things, and if we can get that level of play out of him today, I think they can expect a different result than last week.
With that, I want to give you a look at his numbers on the ground in last week's game. Second and 7. They'll go play action with Carr. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Carr. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
The visitors' offense ready now for their second drive. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive, so try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. He'll gain 3 out of this, up to the 23. You get a look there at his numbers on the ground from a week ago. They face 2nd down and 7. They'll stick with him again. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. This one complete right side. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
It's 1st down, and they'll run. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. A handoff as they try to run it here. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Here's a 3rd down and 4. They'll throw out of the gun. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a first down with that catch. Now a handoff, running right. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 25. They get 24 on that one. That's enough for a first down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Now a give on the ground. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. He's going to lose a yard. Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time? This is caught at the 2. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. 7-0 is our score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal. To the end zone, it's intercepted.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
The home team's offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. They'll begin here on the ground. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Off the play fake. Here's Carr. Across midfield, shot out of a cannon. Down the left sideline. And he will score. Marvin Harrison Jr. for the score.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. Here comes Ford on the return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The visitors' offense. And their running back set to go once more. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quickly to the outside and complete. And out of bounds he goes, just shy of midfield. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a 1st down. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
He'll drop to throw. Got his man at the 6. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play calling. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. 2nd and goal. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
14, our home team, 7.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The home team's offense and Marvin Harrison Jr. getting set for their next drive. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender at him, maybe? Look at what he's done. Whatever the defense has tried the first half, it hasn't worked. His throw left side is complete. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing.
At the 28-yard line.
They'll turn and hand this one off. Trying to shove his way forward, but brought down after a gain of a yard. 3rd and 9.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Carr working out of the gun. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now. He'll punt for the 2nd time after hitting a beauty in his first effort. Now, fair catch. He'll take it at about the 24-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. And that's going to be incomplete. coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. This one intercepted. Picked off by Nate Wiggins. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
The home team's offense getting set to get back to work. They'll start in the red zone already. This drive beginning at the 20. And he'll be taken down.
Up until that run, this first half, it's kind of been tough sledding here for this run game. They'd love to see him get going. That last big pickup's going to go a long way.
To throw is Carr. He's got it at the 3. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. Carr now on 2nd down. Good blocking, and he's in. Has a touchdown. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field and results in a nice touchdown.
We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. Here comes Ford on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The visitors' offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with 1st down. This drive will start on the ground. Has an opening past the 40. And he'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Couple of explosive runs here to start the drive, and now you got to ask yourself, what's the counterpunch? I think as this defense continues to pack themselves in tight, this is a prime opportunity to try to take a big shot downfield.
That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play. 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. We're about ready now for the punt, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The home team's offense about ready to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st down from their own 11. Throwing is Carr. Pass complete there to Harrison. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 15-yard line.
Carr now. We'll go right back to Harrison. He's got him again. And he's going to have this one up near the 28. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
That's good for a first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
And the back judge throws the flag. He looks at the ball, looks at the clock. Clock says 0. That's a delay of game.
Still first down.
Now, Carr. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd down and 15 yards to go.
2nd down, Carr. That's caught downfield by Harrison. That's catch 3 just on this drop. And it gets his team a first down.
Complete to number 18, Marvin Harrison Jr. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard
The shotgun. It's Carr. He'll check this down to the running back.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game. You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down. Back is Carr. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. No issues there. This one is good. And his guys move out in front. The new score, 17-14.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well. You're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
With the score, our home team 17.
Okay, Mike, back to you and Greg in just a moment. But after a wild first weekend in the NFL, time to see if things will settle down as we take a quick look at what's happening here in Week 2. We'll start up at Highmark Stadium, just outside of Buffalo. And it's the Bills who lead that one late.
And no rest for the weary. Let's get right back to it. Quarter number 3 set to begin. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. This offense making its way back on the field, led by their wide receiver. And he was unguardable in the first half. You see the numbers as they try to add to those here in the 3rd quarter. Carr now to throw on first down. Off he goes. You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a first down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Quick throw, taken in, and that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. Carr. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Here comes the jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play. They need the 24-yard line as they come up for 3rd down. Carr. That one intercepted. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a pick 6, but he does set up the offense with 1st and goal.
So often, Mike, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field, and this offense is lucky this didn't go all the way back for a pick 6.
This team's offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this 2nd half. And now, following the turnover, they have a chance to move out in front. They start 1st and goal. And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in for the touchdown. That is a dream scenario. The offense handed the ball 1st and goal. And, Greg, they take it to the end zone for 6.
They're not going to have many easier drives than that, Mike. I mean, to get the ball not only in a short field, but in a goal-to-go situation, you don't get a lot of those chances. You have to cash them in, and that's exactly what they were able to do.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. This offense and their wide receiver heading back onto the field. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Here's Carr. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. To throw, it's Carr. He'll get that complete to Harrison. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Carr to throw. That'll be intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses.
And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll send a tight end in motion. On 2nd down, they run the counter. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. 1st down. Handoff here, up the middle, and not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And no place to go, no place to hide. He's taken down behind the line.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. So on fourth down, they'll call out the field goal unit. This will be a 48-yard attempt. That one is good. And the visitors add on to their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So now this team's offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll try the right side this time. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now Carr. The throw on the run is complete.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver, and then see what he can do after the catch.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Now, a 2nd down throw from Carr. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Here's Carr throwing from the pistol. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. To throw is Carr. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Carr working out of the gun. He'll go left side here and complete this one. That's catch 3 just on this drop. And it gets his team a 1st down.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
1st down throw for Carr. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. And he's going to go out of bounds, but a very nice return up past the 35-yard line.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. 2nd and a yard. He'll get this out to the left flat. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. He'll look to throw. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Throwing now from the gun. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. They'll pick up 23 on that one. And that will be a 1st down.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the 4th quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that 3rd down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up 1st downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again. Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Back to the air one more time. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he's going to be taken down.
It's been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touch.
And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch for the score. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
No problem there on the extra point. And the visitors will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. A good return as he takes it across the 30. So now, out comes the offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once again. And the turnovers have really been the story here. Take you back through the high, or actually the lowlights in this one. Not a lot of positives when you have a 3-interception game, under pressure all game long, the secondary feasting on his passes. They'll go play action with Carr. That's to the left side, taken in by Harrison. Catch number 7 so far in this one, and a 1st down. Now a give up the middle, down the sideline, past the 45. And he will score! Game on! Touchdown! Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
The extra point is up and through. And his guys will cut the deficit to 7. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. This returnable from the 4. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. They'll look to throw. Quick hitting slant there. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. They'll look to throw yet again. There's that man again. Another catch.
This play is actually really well defended here. But I'll tell you, Mike, as you know, my philosophy is the tight end is always open, and this just supports my case.
Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. They'll look to throw again. This one caught at the 4. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team. Here's a run. And he's going the wrong way. Dropped back at the 7.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give him another shot. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Has a touchdown. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
The extra point is good. And the visitors are going to extend their lead.
Our home team, 24.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. This offense and their running back heading back on the field. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. On 1st and 10, Carr. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. On 1st down, Carr. To the right side here, pass is caught. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. The pressure gets there again, and again he goes down. Now, following that sack, we have a player who was injured. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. And the visitors are going to get the football here at their own 38-yard line.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Up the middle they go. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. 2nd down and 8. On the ground, they go with their running back. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. And he's going to be taken down at about the 30. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. They'll stick with him again. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. Now this defense will use a 3rd and final timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee.
The field goal is good. Next,
So it's a win for our visitors. They get the victory here, away from home, to run their early season record to 2-0. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.